Hello and welcome to my final business model canvas, Fix a Grave. The pains of my customers are that there are cemeteries all over the world that look bad. The tombstones are deteriorating, falling over, and breaking. My ultimate plan is to provide the community leaders with an affordable solution. My minimum viable product will be to start out with just cleaning the tombstones with a chemical called D2. This is a new product that is friendly to tombstones and does a great job. This way I can begin to build and strengthen relationships while earning money so that I will be better protected against liability issues when I start phase 2 of my business, which is leveling the tombstones. In the United States, over 2 million people die each year. Monuments cost on average $300 to $1,200. Monument leveling isn't a big industry, so I figure the best market sizing I could do right now is to times the 2 million people to the low end of the monument cost and say that it is a $6 million industry. Realistically, I think we can grab $2 million out of it in our 5th year. Our total available market would be those cemeteries that couldn't afford to clean up their cemeteries except by using us. Our served available market would be cemeteries that are already having this labor performed. Community leaders are who I will be targeting first. They will be the easiest to get in and begin to start the D2 phase 1 part of my business. The military would be the goal to eventually get into, as they have pristine cemeteries that are well taken care of. Also, eventually I'd like to work with local contractors in order to grow my business and to make it bigger around the world. The goal is to begin phase 1 of cleaning the tombstones with D2, then start phase 2, which would be leveling the tombstones, and then phase 3 would be to provide maintenance for all the years to come. Phase 3 would also include fixing the tombstones that have broken. The next goal would be to always ask for referrals when appropriate. In order to be successful with these two goals, I need to maintain a business relationship that goes above and beyond all expectations. I will set up ads that send people to watch the webinars I will create that effectively show my value proposition. For people to watch the webinars, they will be required to enter their phone number. After I've seen that they have watched the webinar, I will call them to find interest. After I found interest, I will visit them to seal the deal. My key supplier would be Elite Products and Services. They are the company who created the equipment used to level the tombstones. One strategic alliance would be Veterans Affairs. They could set me up with many cemeteries around the United States. A joint business development would be local contractors who I could use to grow my business in other parts of the country. Another joint business development would be to work with community leaders. And one more joint development is the D2 supplier. Elite Products and Services is the company that invented the equipment used to level the tombstones, and they are fully invested in my success. My financial plan would be to use family, friends, and fools. I really believe that I can bootstrap this company, and then I won't ever have to worry about making payments and keeping the business alive. I would want to create an environment where we work hard and professional and still have a lot of fun. Due to all the hard labor, fun activities, in my opinion, would be crucial. Intellectual, I believe a brand and trademark is going to be crucial to this business. I plan on building such a high brand that will force the local contractors to partner with us, buy our equipment, and pay us a royalty fee. The first thing I will do is create webinars to collect phone numbers and call them to find interest. Then schedule a time to visit face-to-face. Next, evaluate the tombstones and give them a quote. And lastly, leave with a signed contract. The total cost of the tombstone jack is $4,000. This would be a one-time fixed cost. Variable costs include the D2 cleaning chemical. This costs $20 a bottle, and I could clean about 5 monuments per bottle. Travel expenses. This can vary depending on where I get the jobs. Hired labor, I figure I could pay $15 per hour. Here, some college or high school students will be making more than anywhere else, and I will be making a great profit still. Gravel is used to place under the tombstones for leveling, and this can cost about $50 per truckload. Cleaning the tombstone will involve a chemical that helps break down, build up, and makes the tombstone almost look like what it did when it was new. Leveling the tombstone will be my biggest revenue stream. This step involves using the tombstone jack to lift the tombstone completely out of the ground, inserting gravel to level the ground, and setting the tombstone back down. Putting the tombstone back together will involve using an epoxy to put the tombstone back together where they have broken off. My sales ratio will help me to know how many people I need to talk to get a sale. Time per leveling will help me to know how to be more efficient. Then I would like to know how quickly I get a return on all my investments. Keeping track of my travel expenses will help me know how much I truly profit off each job. And knowing how often and how much I run into liability issues will help me to know how much I need to be protected. The big insights from these interviews has led me to create a 3-phase business. Since most community leaders don't have a budget for this, and since there is a lot of red tape to cut through, I've decided to start phase 1 with a cheaper option in order to get the process going and fix up their cemeteries. The biggest growth opportunity is in cleaning the tombstones. From the interviews that I've conducted, I found that many people want to make their cemeteries look nicer, but don't have the money to do so. I'm hoping that cleaning the tombstones can be phase 1. The competition for leveling tombstones, which would be our phase 2, has been the people with big, heavy equipment. I feel that we will be able to beat them out as we can get into smaller places with less risk. This competition will be more those people who Elite Products and Services has already sold this equipment to. Key trends, Benjamin Franklin said, "Show me your cemeteries and I will tell you what kind of people you have here." The trend we want to build is that of communities pitching in to care for their ancestors' final resting places. Now, unfortunately, I would say that the industry is in a bust phase, but I think with enough action, we can get it booming as there is a big need for it. My own SWOT analysis has scored 119 over 190. I believe that this business can continue to improve as it has over these last few weeks in this class, and I'm very optimistic about the future. Finally, here's the development of my business model canvas. I have learned a lot thus far with my many pivots as to what I should focus on. Thanks for watching.